Dear friends, welcome to Thirukkural English Couplet TV. We have come to chapter number 90, Respecting the Greats. We already seen 89 chapters. Now coming to 90, chapter number 90. This is an explanation given by me in accordance with how I have translated Thirukkural. I have translated Thirukkural using semantical and ideographical approach, mostly semantical approach, according to the meaning, apart from translating as it has been written, as Kural has been written, as Thirukkural has been written in 7 words, 4 plus 3 words, complying with Kural Vanba and complying with couplet definition, wherein 2 lines are having same syllabic meters. You could go to my previous introductory videos wherein I have explained about all these things. Better you go and watch, then you can come to this one. And I've put all these 1330 Kurals in 133 chapters into 16 heads or headings, which are called aspects. Now we are in the 12th aspect called temperance, wherein we find some family counseling also, that we saw in the last chapter, where domestic violence act is being explained 2000 years back by Thiruvallur. Domestic violence act came very recently, but he spoke about it long back. Now respecting the great, he is talking about how we have to respect the great people. That is what he speaks about. Periyare Pilayamai, play pananal, what will happen, he is talking about. Regard the mighty, longing to safeguard oneself. If you want to safeguard yourself, if you want to be safe, you just regard the mighty. Don't think about the mighty people, think about the powerful people, don't go against them. You just respect them. Second one, disrespecting the powerful will invite their wrath. If you start disrespecting the powerful, you will be inviting their wrath, fury against you. What will happen? You will get destroyed. So don't invite all those things. These are the things for those people who want to be orators. They want to be advocates. They want to be professionals, doctors, all such. Also, these are the advice given by Valluvar for those people who want to achieve in the world, not as an ordinary doctor, not as an ordinary doctor, ordinary advocate, not as an ordinary person. Entrepreneurs just want to achieve something in the world should follow all these things, lest they should be stopped in the middle and put to an end. If they are imprisoned, what will they do? They cannot continue doing anything. They will they will be compelled to stop doing everything. They will be careful about it. That is why he is saying, disrespecting the powerful will invite their wrath. They will be angry with you. What will happen if they become angry? He says in the next Qurans, person desiring ruin may not follow law. If you don't want to follow law, you will be ruined. If you don't want to ruin, if you don't want to get ruined, if you don't want to get destroyed, if you desire not to be ruined, follow law. Law is important for everybody. Whatever law, you just follow through the law and come out of the law, and you just do certain things in accordance with the law, not above and beyond law, not disrespecting law. Fourth one, the weak insulting rulers invites disaster, death. The weak people who insult rulers, what will happen? They invite disaster. Not only that, death also. That will happen. The weak people, you are weak. You don't have anybody to support you. You don't have money to support you. You are insulting the rulers, the governments. What will happen? The government, they are powerful people. They will give you disaster. They will kill you sometimes. Right? You are inviting. So be careful about that. You respect. Then, fifth one, escape is impossible when rulers become angry. Now it comes to the fifth Quran. When we come to the fifth Quran, you see the second Quran? Disrespecting the powerful will invite their wrath. If their wrath comes, what will happen? In the fifth Quran, he explains, you cannot escape. It is impossible to escape from their anger. If the rulers become anger, if the rulers become angry, you cannot escape from their wrath or anger. If they become angry, you cannot escape from their anger or wrath or fury. 6:1. One may escape fire, not mighty wrath. Again, reiterates. He reiterates the same idea, the same concept in other words or in some other way. You cannot escape their wrath, the government's wrath. But sometimes you can escape a fire. That's what he says. Some other one. Irrespective of pleasure, wealth, the great inflicts. Irrespective of pleasure, wealth, the great inflicts. You have pleasure, you have wealth, but irrespective of the pleasure and the wealth, what happens is seventh Quran. வகை மாண்டு வாழ்க்கையும் வான்பொருளும் என்ன தகை மாண்டு தக்கார் சரி. The great inflicts. If you are against the great people, whatever pleasure you have, whatever wealth you have, you will get lost of everything. Irrespective of pleasure, wealth, the great inflicts. Okay, next one. Eighth one. Once prosperity, prestige vanish before the mighty. If you irritate the mighty, the powerful people, your prestige will not be there, your prosperity will not be there before those mighty people. Everything will disappear, everything will vanish. From 4th Quran to 8th Quran, he is telling the same thing in different words and different way. 9th one. For 9th one, he changes his idea. He tells one more thing extra. He talks about certain people who are very good, continent people. They have the continents. These type of people, they are patiently waiting and they cannot be done away with. Their deeds cannot be done away with the government itself, even the governments. Firm believers, when become agitated, rulers fail. Rulers cannot even do anything against the believers, firm believers. They are very knowledgeable persons, believers, firm believers. They have a lot of concepts, knowledge. Those knowledge have become their belief system. They are following their belief system. That belief system has been built or designed out of their knowledge. So they become the believers of the belief. The beliefs. Okay? Maybe hope, maybe trust, maybe confidence, and the end of that may be faith. They become the believers. And those believers, when become agitated, even the rulers run away. The government cannot even stop. If the government is committing some faults, these type of believers, if they get agitated, they cannot even do anything against these people, because they are the ones who are very knowledgeable. Being agitated, they will make the government even regret. He is giving support to the believers. This is against the believers. Now he is warning the government, rulers. In the 10th Quran is supporting in both ways. Maybe this one supporting all the 8 Qurans or the 9th one, but through this translation he is supporting the 9th one, that is the believers. Now he is telling, despite support, one cannot withstand believers' wrath. Despite any support, despite support means the government is having a lot of support. It's very powerful, but one cannot withstand. One means the government or rulers, anyone from the government or anyone in the government cannot withstand believers' wrath. Believers, they are knowledgeable. They have framed the system of belief out of the knowledge they have. So before those people, even the rulers cannot withstand if they commit mistakes. If they are against the law, they cannot withstand. They cannot, but they cannot even touch those people, those believers, because they are knowledgeable. They have been doing. They are patiently waiting. They wanted the rulers to change, but they have not yet changed. All this, having waited upon these many years for all this, they have not changed themselves. Now the believers have become very agitated, and when believers become agitated because of their belief, having gleaned out of the knowledge, they will destroy even the rulers. The rulers will get destroyed. So even the rulers have to be very careful about those people, believers, because they are knowledgeable persons. They cannot even withstand their agitation. If they become agitated, they cannot withstand. Now now we understand one thing. From 1 to 8 Qurans, he was talking about the rulers' might, or the great people's might. Now in the 9th to 10th Quran, he is talking about the individual believers' might, wherein they would even destroy the the government or the rulers who are wrongly acting against people, or those people who are involving in all faults, or indulging in all type of nonsense. Those nonsense committed by the rulers will be agitated by the believers, but these type of believers cannot be destroyed by the rulers. This way Thiruvalluvar wants the rulers in the last 2 Qurans in the chapter 90. Therewith he ends. Thank you.